is I don't have the fucking answer. So when they took away the Anzac Test, I understood for the reasons why they did, but it took a little bit of my heart out. A little piece of my heart is missing because of that. You know what I'm saying? Payne Haas has had the honour of playing for Australia, so it's a lot easier for him to say, okay, I've ticked that box, I've achieved the highest of the high in international rugby league, I'm set, I'm going to go play for Samoa. I'm going to go represent the other side of my family, especially with where Samoa and Tonga, for that matter, where they are at the moment in the international space, being a much stronger force than they were 5-10 years ago. At the end of the day, this system needs remodeling. If not remodeling, it needs to be scrapped altogether, and a new system needs to be set in place. It doesn't get any higher or any better than playing for the Kangaroos. It is the greatest honour. I think it's better than playing Origin, better than winning a grand final. That's debatable about winning a grand final, but there is something so iconic in rugby league about seeing a player wear green and gold. Like I'm saying, there's just so many different avenues that this takes you. So then you go, all right, well, what about the English and what about the Kiwis? For however long this has been put in place, as soon as they choose to represent England or New Zealand, they're scrapped from Origin selection. It's clear there's a black mark through their name. Traditionally, Origin has been the feeder for the Australian team. It's basically been 3-game trial for Mao, whoever the coach is at the time, to pick the squad for the Kangaroos. That's what it's traditionally been for. So if you've got 5-6 players from New South Wales and Queensland who want to play Origin, or good enough to play Origin, but then all of a sudden at the end of the season they're not eligible, or they're not opting for selection for the Australian team, the Australian coach is going, oh, what the fuck? I just saw you play 3 amazing games for your state. Now you're saying you're not going to play for your country? But then that leads you down another avenue where you go, well, that's what England has to do. That's what New Zealand has to do. That's what the Cook Islands, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and for the most part, Tonga and Samoa have to do. They don't have an Origin series to pick their players from. So then it goes, Australia goes, well, I don't have Origin to pick most of my players from anymore, but then that's what every other nation does. So we're just in a weird spot, and like I mentioned at the start of this whole rant, is I don't have the fucking answer.